this 2D, retro-style hack-and-slash game, you play as a wannabe samurai dressed in nothing but a bathrobe. You're armed with a katana as you run through clubs, factories, and hotels, killing anyone who stands between you and your target. The game is rather short, but it's just long enough to make for an exciting afternoon and multiple playthroughs. Not only can you slash and cut your enemies into bits, but you can also pick up objects on the ground and throw them at hostiles. You're equipped with a slide and a wall dash that grant you invincibility frames and a slight boost in speed. With the ability to slow down time, you can more easily deflect bullets back at enemies and perform tasks that would normally be tough with ease. Unfortunately, rather than leading to really cool moments, this ability will usually just slow down the pace of action. Most players will probably even forget they had this ability due to most actions being able to be completed without it. However, this doesn't mean that there aren't some occasions where it can come in pretty handy or is pretty sweet. Each mission has several screens you need to go through that will restart you to the beginning upon being hit even once. This leads to quick gameplay and fast transitions in between deaths. You rarely have a moment in this game where you're not performing some kind of acrobatic feat or slicing open another's throat. Overall, the game is not that difficult, but there will be some screens where you'll die several times before finally overcoming them. Anyone who has experience with this type of game probably won't be challenged, but that doesn't make this game any less fun to play. There's also a nice variety of enemy types featured in this game. There are some that wield a sword of their own, while others are armed only with their fists. There are gunmen wielding rifles and shotguns, and even some with riot shields. Some enemies will have conversations that you can overhear, humanizing the people that you're brutally murdering. The game further humanizes enemies by making several iterations of faces that can appear in foes. Along with an amazing system of combat, the game tells an incredible story that will hook you in immediately. It manages to make each character interesting and full of personality even within its short game time of only about 3 to 5 hours. You begin to love some and hate others. You're also able to mess with those characters or further the storyline by skipping through their dialogue. This is such a creative way to not punish but possibly reward those who skip through dialogue. This also adds further immersion by making it feel like you're actually cutting off the other people mid-speech. In this game, you play as a poor, lonely man who's lost his memory after a war. You begin having strange dreams, which you speak to your therapist about. At the end of your session, you're given a target and told to assassinate him. After each mission, you return to your dinky little apartment, drink some tea, and then fall asleep to repeat the day all over again. The game shows an ominous clock every night, counting down to something unknown to you. The game is intriguing at first, but quickly begins to get weird. The game is paced really well and manages to cut into fast and exciting gameplay with interesting story beats and melancholy moments in your apartment. You'll be having the time of your life running around slaughtering people for fun one moment, and then you'll be in a bar drunkenly reminiscing about a long gone war the next. Despite the pixel aesthetic, the game is stunning to look at and the music is a must-add to your playlist. The game is short, which opens it up to a ton of replay value. Every level can be completed in several different ways, and the gameplay remains fun across every playthrough. Another run in the game is further motivated by hidden keycards, unique enemies, and different possible character interactions. The story remains incredible even after a second time through and will leave you on the verge of tears every time. I would give Katana Zero a rating of 4 out of 5. It is a must-play for anyone who enjoys this genre or loves video games in general. Even someone who typically does not like this type of game will be able to appreciate the incredible story and music it has to offer.